Hi, this is Karen from the Sunny Patio Project. Since my article is all about managing workload and task lists with your team, I wanted to demo some software features that will help you do that. Now, for small teams and small launches, you can use really any project management tool you like. You can even use, a piece of paper and a pencil or a whiteboard or things like that. But as you move to larger teams, or if your project has lots of moving parts, you'll probably want to consider moving up into the paid versions of software to have some features that will make launch management easier. And I want to demo some of those features that my favorite PM software tool has, and this is Redbooth. These aren't features, the majority of what I'll show you are not features that you can find in Trello or Asana or, to my knowledge, in Basecamp. But these features or similar ones are probably in some of the other paid software packages, so look for them there. And if you have any comments, I'd love to hear them in the comment section. If your favorite software tool has something similar, go ahead and let us know about it. So I think the first important thing is getting a grip on what's due this week and what the workload for your team looks like. And here are some tools that will help you answer that question. The first and most obvious is a calendar. It's simply a calendar view of the task lists that are coming up. And this feature actually is in most PM software tools like Trello and Asana. Let me show you some workload views that Redbooth has specifically that I think you'll find really interesting. So I moved over here to the workload tab, and here is my entire team, and you can see that with one glance I can see all of the tasks that are late, that are coming due, and then sort of a little bit further out. And some of the beauty of this view for me is that I didn't have to actually run a report. I didn't have to fiddle with any of, tinker with any of the report filters and things like that. I just clicked and I get it. And that means I'm going to use it a lot. And it means that I don't have to really think about it when I need to pull this up. Another great tab in Redbooth is this user report thing, which is, again, it's just a filtered report really of the tasks. This is for me, but I can do it for any person on my team. I can see what's coming down the pike specifically for that person. So that's a really great way to get an understanding of what someone's upcoming workload is. And the next thing I want to tell you about is time tracking. Now, before you tell me that you don't track time and that you invoice a different way, that's fine, but I want to tell you how valuable tracking time can be for managing your workload and managing your launch. It also will pay dividends in the future as you go back, as you want to launch another product and you have similar tasks and you want to know how long things took. So step number one is tracking your time, which is dead simple in Redbooth. So I'm going to pull up a task here. This is my task to get Anne's guest post done. So down here on the task, I can click in time spent and I just simply enter a time. I can enter it for today, or I can go back in the calendar and enter it for past days. Now this is beautiful for people who, if for instance you don't literally track your time, but you want to get a sense of how much time in general has been spent on a task, this is a great way to do it. It doesn't hamper you, but what it does is allows you to track sort of at the macro level what you have going as far as time. So once you enter that, you go over here to time tracking, and here is once again a pre-filtered report about time. I have it for all projects, all users here. I can view it by task, I can view it by person. There's all my time. And I can view it by, if I have different projects going on, I can actually view it by project name. We have our daily totals, and then we have a weekly total over here. And of course we can export it. Now, if you track your time, you can stay on top of invoices if you have hourly employees. You can see how long tasks really take, which is great for projections for similar tasks that occur, later in the project or for the next launch. And I urge you to spend just a little bit of time putting in your own hours and asking your team members to do that. Maybe at the end of the week, sort of give them some round numbers, and you'll be able to understand where did your time go, how much more time did things take versus what you expected, and then you have some ability to pivot and adjust for later in the project and for the next project. So that's just a couple ways of how to get a grip on the workload and task lists for your team and for your launch. If you have any questions or if you have any comments, especially if you want to comment about how this works in your favorite piece of software, please leave a comment below and I will meet you there.